and the car shop. Now let's head over to the stadium and your play-by-play voice of the Bulldogs, Kane Carpenter.
We welcome you to Chanute, Kansas, the site of tonight's game between the Independence Bulldogs and the Chanute Blue Comets. I'm Kane Carpenter along with Brett Shields. This is our Quality Motors, Quality Toyota pregame show. Final game of, regular season. District play as well. Unfortunately, Independence eliminated from any sort of postseason play after losing their first two district games, Brett, but still at least a little bit of something to play for here tonight. If you're a senior, it's your last game in a Bulldog uniform, and as far as everybody else goes, you really want to try to end this season on a much better note than it's gone over the last few games.
Yeah, you can build tonight into next season. Also, you can play that role of spoiler. Chanute needs a win tonight and also needs Labette County to knock off Coffeyville. And if all that were to happen, Chanute would be the district runner-up and play next Friday in the playoffs. Independent could just take care of that and ruin all the hopes for Chanute tonight with the win.
Yeah, even if it happens in a way where Coffeyville still loses and Independence gets the win here tonight, it would create a situation where everybody was 1 and 2, Independence eliminated based on points. So Chanute would still have a chance to get in based on points. They don't want to leave it up to that. It's a win and they're in for Chanute. The Blue Comets got a lot to play for, but I guess to note, Blue Comets kind of down as far as injuries go. We were told they're on their third string quarterback coming to this game here tonight. And that's one of those situations that really can make things difficult for a team, much less an offense.
Ty Bowman, sophomore, he'd been playing quarterback all season. The quarterback last season, the freshman, looked really good. And not only that, he won the basketball season. Just shows his maturity freshman last year and how much he grew up. Had a good season throwing the ball. And he got hurt a few weeks ago, if I recall. He did. I'm a lie, probably, but I feel like he came back and might have got injured. They moved to Corbett Kimberlin, who's kind of Mr. Do Everything at Chanute right now. He's a stud in every sport he plays. And they moved him receiver. He's kind of playing a receiver running back combo. And they moved him to the quarterback position. And I heard he had a concussion and not suit tonight. So it's going to be Matt Hernandez, the senior, listed as a tight end, played more receiver of a spread option a little bit. But he's going to be the quarterback tonight. Never taken a snap under center, so that could be big for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult for the offense to try to overcome and a tough blow for the Blue Comets, especially coming into a critical game here tonight and what may lay ahead for them as well in this latter part of the season if they are able to get a post first. So really just kind of a lot going against them into this one, but the big question is, Brett, can Independence take advantage of it? We've seen this Independence team get some opportunity to present to them, especially over the last 4 games, but the Bulldogs haven't been able to execute and capitalize on the types of advantages they've been given.
Independence going to have to step up the offense a little bit on 3 straight games without scoring an offensive touchdown. They did score a touchdown with the El Dorado game. However, that was an interception by Josh Crawley, taking back 4 touchdowns. So offense going to have to figure it out. Hopefully they can do that here tonight. And as I said earlier, going to take that into next season.
We're going to go ahead, take a 30-second timeout, get back to the studio, wrap up our Quality Toyota pregame show. We'll come back. We'll have kickoff. Your big ball right here on Indy.
Brian Klein again with Quality Toyota and Quality Motors. We hope you're enjoying the game. You know, I've been here for 8 years now, and I have never had this many pre-owned Tacomas. You know the legendary dependability and reliability of the Tacoma? And now is your chance to save thousands off new prices. All of these are local trades. You can call or stop by either side of the street, and we'll show you why your neighbor trades with Quality Automotive Group. Hey, go Bulldogs, get that win.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Back here, Chanute, Kansas, and getting closer to start this one between the Independence Bulldogs and the Chanute Blue Comets. last game of the season, last game of district play, as we mentioned there in our pregame show.
Last game of the year.
Yeah, since Independence has been eliminated, so an opportunity for the Bulldogs to embrace the role of spoiler and try to get something out of this game. I think I mentioned what they're going to have to do is an opportunity, with that opportunity to play spoiler, at least end this season on a good note. Something we've talked about, Brett, you and I, that Independence, they haven't scored offensively in the last 3 games.
Homecoming was the last time they scored an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, because they did have a touchdown in that game against El Dorado, but for whatever reason, Independence has just been able to move the ball offensively, but not been able to finish drives and get points as a result. Hoping tonight is going to be different because they're going to need it, that's for sure. Going to mention, of course, this game not only on the radio, but on YouTube as well, at the Indy 1029 YouTube page, the live stream, and also on Facebook for Indy 1029.
I can say, personal experience, the YouTube app works pretty well, the live stream.
Yeah, you got to listen a little bit for that homecoming game.
I wasn't quite impressed
for that, so of course, anybody, if they're not able to stay by the radio later, of course, do the
you are at home
internet.
Right now, listening at home, if you're in your car, the heat's on, I envy you.
Yeah, we're at the box. I can't complain. We're not outside.
There's no wind in here. It's not warm by any means.
Bulldogs kicking off, going right to left. Let's kick off about NW Foods. NW Foods of Independence just as well gets the bat. Probably set to kick this one away. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Take it right up the net with it back across the 30-35. Getting brought down. That's where Chanute will take over on offense, as we mentioned in pregame. Chanute down to their third-string quarterback due to injuries coming into this one. Matt Hernandez, at least to our knowledge, gets the start to this evening. We were told hasn't taken a snap yet unless they decide to have a change of heart.
It appears he is not under center, but shot formation.
Yep, Hernandez in the gun. Receiver set, man in motion. Going to hand it off to him. On the way near side out of the 40-45. It's forced out of bounds. It's going to be a solid pickup. The official spot down. Looks like it's a 6-yard gain.
They sent Lane Harvey in motion, and he took the handoff from Hernandez.
So 2nd and 4. I want to mention the scoreboard also out. They have a mini scoreboard over there at the end.
That's minis and
shotguns, or excuse me, pistol gun set for Hernandez. Going on the opposite, the far side, pitches it away off the 45-50 before getting hit out of bounds. Picking up first down, gain of 5 on that carry. They're actually going to stay sooner, so it will just be a gain of 5, but enough to move the chain and get the first down for the Blue Comets.
Carried by Jack Richard. Couldn't see who he collided with there on the sideline, but it did look like a nice collision, especially with the air.
Back in the pistol. They hand it off once again, right up the middle. Trip falling down out across the 50-yard line. And that looked like that was number 32, Jack Richard, with the carry. He'll pick up round 4 on that one. Well, if you're Independence defensively, you got to know the game plan probably run the ball. If you're the Blue Comets, the lack of experience at the quarterback spot. Empty set. Going to motion a man in the backfield, makes the handoff, quarterback keeper right in the middle. It's hard, falling forward for a gain of 2. Was Hernandez. It'll put down for the Blue Comets. 11 minutes left in the first quarter. We're still at 0. It's the first off possession of the game for either team.
And they've got the play clocks. They work. so the teams can clearly see how much time they've got. But it's that big game clock that's usually just glaring at you over the goalpost on that south end. Now it's the clock is about a foot long.
Yep, nothing there on that one. Another quarterback keeper, Hernandez, up the right-hand side, gets the first down on that carry. He'll move that across the 40 down to 38. Moves the chains once again for the Blue Comets and keeps the drive going for Chanute.
Now, the Bulldogs made a hit at about the long game for the first down, and Hernandez just kind of spun off of it and just kind of hit rolling without going down, ended up getting a gain of 9.
Hernandez again going to hand the ball off, working his way near side is number 32, Jack Richard. He gets tripped up out across the 30. And it's been big chunks of yardage for Chanute when they've carried the ball. That time it's for 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
And Chanute only one play now that's been under 5 yards.
5 wide receivers. Going to motion one of those receivers over to him. Fake, actually hands it off. It is Austin. Austin to the opposite side. Now cuts back in. Gets hit out to the 25-yard line. Picks up solid yardage. Moves the chain once more for the Blue Comets. And just a slow, methodical drive for Chanute. Again, down to the third-string quarterback. But nothing runs for the Blue Comets. Going a little hurry up here for Chanute. In the pistol, Hernandez going to hand it off up middle to the left now and get taken down off the 20. Wrapped up down low was Jack Richard, just reeling off on chunks of yards each carry, and at this rate, you're doing enough damage to pick up first downs on route to the end zone. Independent's got to find a way to slow them down.
And Chanute's now run 3 minutes clock. And, I mean, I guess if you're Independent, fortunately, it's not more. They are going fairly quick. This could be a slow drive if they wanted it to be.
2nd and 4, quarterback keeper Hernandez here to the near side. Works his way out wide, spin, moves down quickly. Going to be shy of the first down marker, but not by much. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Comets at the Independent 17-yard line.
Yeah, in this spot of the field, Chanute, and they have had some success kicking the football as far as field goals go, but I would think they would go for it on 4th down if they don't get it here.
Handoff right up the middle, huge hole right inside the 10-yard line. And once again, Jack Richard, the ball carrier, going to bring up 1st and goal after reeling that off from 7. It's going to put Independence defensive with a bit of a bind.
Yeah, Jack Richard now 5 carries, and they go for 7, 5, 9, 6, and 7. That's a good average to have.
Yep, that's going to ensure first down. That's for sure. Back in the pistol for Hernandez. The option fakes the pitch, keeps it up middle with it, gets spun around, loses the ball, loose. Who came up with it there at the end zone? It's a touchback, Independent football. The worst possible scenario for the Blue Comets. As Hernandez fumbled the 1-yard line into the end zone, Pitts recovers.
There's so much that Chanute coaches could argue on that. I mean, there's no video reviews, but you could argue that he stretched that football over because he was trying to stretch it over the goal line.
Yeah, that's what
you call it. Well, did he get it over before it came loose? Did Independence step over the end zone line and come out, get knocked back in for a safety? But they're going to award the touchback. It's going to be Independence ball at the 20-yard line.
So a huge stroke of luck for the Independence Bulldogs. We'll see if they can capitalize on it as they take over at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun set for Independence. Handoff, right-hand side. No gain there on that one. I catch the number there on the ball carrier. It looked like Jaden McGrath on that carry as he had nowhere to go. 2nd and 10. 7:38 left in the first quarter. Still knotted at zeros. 3 wide receivers set to the near side. Shotgun for Prawley. 1 running back there with him. He'll hand it off the back, right in the middle with him. Not much. Gain of maybe 2, and that's being generous there.
That was McGrath again. lined up out receiver.
Independence has been using motion in the last 2 weeks. That could be
him, a motion guy.
Yeah, that could be what they're doing. We're setting that up. Haven't used motion yet on the first 2 plays, but that could be the play coming up here on 3rd and 8.
Looks like Farley's going to be in the backfield.
Along with McGrath, Daniel's going to go in motion to the far side, takes the snap, looks to throw, fires it incomplete, and the target was Farley, and McGrath couldn't haul that one in as it was a little over his head, and the defender was right there in his face.
I wouldn't have been surprised if a flag came out on that. McGrath took a good hit and never made contact with the ball, completely overthrew him. But the official's going to say he had his head down all the way.
Farley going to have to punt this one away. It's a spiraling kick to the 45-yard line, bounces over 50, and it will be down at the 47-yard line. So the Independence offense goes nowhere, 3 and out on the first offensive possession. They give the ball right back to Chanute after the Blue Comets turn the football over in the end zone.
And that's kind of what we've seen from Independence offense the last few games, just kind of struggling to get going. The offensive line really struggling, failing to create a hole for these backs to really get anything. McGrath 2 carries, just 2 yards.
Chanute back with the ball, wide receiver set. Hernandez takes the snap. He'll hand it off, working his way here to the near side. And stepping out of tackles, about 45, 40 to 35. Going down, being knocked out of bounds was Jack Richard once again. And Richard turned what was a 5-yard gain into so much more on that carry by shedding the arm tackles.
And that one's going to end up going for 20 yards. And it could have been a gain of about 3. Independence unable to wrap.
So 1st and 10 now at the Independence 33-yard line. Hernandez going to keep it right up the middle with it on the quarterback keeper across the 30 at the 26, 27-yard line. Solid yards on the ground, and it's a little disheartening to see this. It picked up 6 on that carry. Chanute's shown no way that they're going to throw a pass, at least here in the early going, with this quarterback situation, but Independence still has to stop it.
Well, I mean, you can step here in the box, just look out and see the difference. Chanute definitely got some bigger guys on their line having their way right now.
Yeah, winning the battle, that's for sure, along the offensive line, along the line of scrimmage. Hand off, man in motion, going to work its way to the left-hand side, gets knocked around a little bit, goes down across the first down marker. It's enough for the first is let's catch the number on that. Couldn't tell if that was Peavy.
35.
Nevertheless, it's 1st and 10. Pistol gun set. Hernandez hands it off. Getting it off to Richard. Out up the middle with it. Goes down after working the front of that defense. And gets what, at least for him, is a minimal gain. Just a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Shortest carry of the game.
4:55 left in the first quarter. We're still at 0s. Back in the pistol. Low snap. Hernandez gives it off. Once again, up the middle with it. Richard into the end. Touchdown, and just trucking its way through the middle of that defense. That time taking it from 7 or 18 yards out. And that'll be the first score of the game. Credit to the Comets. 6-0 Chanute. And they'll get set up with PAD. Flag is flying out first, however. We're going to say offsides Independence. So now Chanute's going to decide to go for 2 after the penalty is going to move them a little closer. Tough mental mistake to have there on that situation. Of course, just a PAT, but still could be one of those things in the early goings that could loom a lot larger later in this game, depending on how it goes. Hernandez in the pistol, 2 running backs back there with him. He'll just run it right up the gut into the end zone, untouched for 2. 8-0 Chinook. Go ahead and take a 60 timeout. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy.
You're on the go, and we are too. Community National Bank and Trust introduces our app upgrade for mobile banking, now better than ever. From your smartphone or tablet, you can view account balances, see your transaction history, transfer funds, and pay bills. It doesn't get any more convenient than that. Enroll in Community National Bank and Trust online banking and download our updated app today. Banking on the go from Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Chinook getting set to kick it off after Thomas now leading 8-0. Kick is away, but it'll be fielded at the 15-yard line by Daniels. That works his way on the right-hand side. Gets blocked across the 35 and gets taken down out near the 40, about to the 38-yard line. And that's going to be set up with some pretty good field position. But I feel like I've been saying that a lot over the last few games, Brett, as again, it's just had so much difficulty capitalizing on either good field position or a turnover by not being able to turn it into points.
Yeah, the ball at your own 38, that's some of the best field position Independence has had last few games, really.
Back in the shotgun for Crawley, looks, throws, incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, and like it was Aiden Charter who he was mad as Charter just ran a hook route. Well defended for the most part.
I think I've said a few times this season, Charter's just very tall, which is not an inaccurate statement, but I saw him after one of the games with the Bronx. He's taller than I am. John is taller than me. I'm talking about stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the things we're sitting up here. Yeah, it's hard to make some judgments, and flag comes flying out. False start credited against Independence. So
favorites when I'm watching
2nd and 15
basketball on TV.
And you don't think
I'm like, man, that guy's really not big enough to be playing there. He's like 6'7".
Yeah, exactly.
Like, really? Yeah, that guy's a foot taller than me.
He doesn't look very tall, but I guess standing next to guys who are 7 feet tall. So 2nd and 15 for Independence to mark off the penalty. Back in the shotgun for the snap, hands it off to McGrath off the right-hand side, gets tripped up out across the 35, and gonna just pick up a couple there on that carry in 1.5 yards for being generous.
That is now the 5th offensive play that Independence has done, and Amari Farley yet to touch the football. Had a pass intended his way, but no carries out of the backfield.
3rd and long, back at the gun for Farley. Drop back to Pat, under pressure, fired to Farley. Gets one and pulls it in. Gets taken down before he can get anywhere near the first down mark. We're going to be about 60 yards shy of it. It'll be a down situation for Independence where we know they like to go for it, but they are at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think that would stop Coach Boldrick.
Not necessarily.
As long as he's out of his own end zone, pretty much, he'll go for it. He trusts his offense.
They will go for it in the gun. Prawley rolls out to his left-hand side, gonna run with it, takes off, and gets the first down out across the 50. Good job by Prawley, realizing he had a lot of room there to his left, and he took advantage of it.
It ended up being a gain of 8 by Prawley. It's nice to see Prawley running the ball. Oh, and we've got, they call it a chop block on Independence.
Didn't even see the flag, but yeah, you're right. Well, that first down would have been brought to you by Quality Record Service. For 24-hour roadside service, call 620-331-2454. Just about ready to launch into that when the flag became apparent.
15-yard penalty. That's a killer, man.
Yeah, because now it's 4th and a mile.
15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, that's going to make it, 4th and 22?
Yep, 4th and 22, so a punting situation. Or at least they're going to line up to punt. Gets it to Farley. He'll kick this one. Tough kick off his foot, very short. Takes a Chanute bounce, and Independence will down it at the 34-yard line. The punt of about 6 yards.
And they had a blitzer coming from that far hash, Kane, and you wonder if Farley just rushed it a little bit and kind of pulled that toe up a little bit and got on the backside of the football, because that ball looked like it had backspin on it in the air.
Yeah, it didn't go off his foot the way he wanted it to. Pistol gun set. Hernandez going to hand it off right up the middle with it, getting tripped up, and then finally taken down out across the 20 was once again Jack Richard. And he gets more than enough for the first down and brings it inside the red zone, as that'll move the chains.
And Richard now 9 carries for 91 yards, and we've still got 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Independence going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
I'm Kim Goodman, born and raised in Independence, Kansas. At Equity Bank, you'll find experience in what we do with lending decisions made right here. When you buy a home, I will work with you while also providing great rates. We're helping build equity right here in Southeast Kansas. Go to equitybank.com to apply or call me at 331-1660. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 8-0. Chanute with the lead. 2:59 left in the first quarter. Blue Comets driving still as they've got the football, a first down in the Independence red zone. Out, I can't quite see the marker from here. Out near the 15-yard line, it looks like. And it's not been anything fancy, Brett. It's just been Chanute running the ball either up the gut or to the outside, but it's just been runs that have killed Independence.
They're just counting on that big offensive line to pave the way, and so far, it's worked for Chanute.
Chanute hurries out there, 4 wide receivers set, trips to the far side. Hernandez in the pistol. The quarterback keeper out of the low snap gets hit, stood up at the 15 and taken down after a gain of 2. Second and 8.
Somebody went the wrong way on that play because
got a line split.
Richard just ran right over Hernandez out of the backfield.
Hernandez looking to the sidelines, getting the play. Down to 2:33 left in the first quarter.
Play clock down to 10 now.
In the pistol, Hernandez keeps it right up the middle, shedding arm tackles inside the 5 and goes down finally after being tackled by, it looked like, Cody Hickey at the safety spot. And Independence just doing a poor job on a lot of different fronts defensively in the early going of this, in particular tackling.
Yeah, now first and goal situation, probably going to look at Richard.
Gives it off to Richard. Gets in the backfield and goes down. Good up by Independence, reacting quickly. And specifically, it looked like Prawley back there as well as Farley.
Farley coming from the outside linebacker position, Prawley from the safety position. Both flips off that same corner and just collapsed Richard.
It's going to bring up second and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. It's going to put Hernandez, takes the snap, hands it off to Richard. Richard gets hit on the outside and taken down violently after a gain of a yard. Third goal from 5.
Richard didn't exactly shoot up.
Independence at least doing a better job of tackling the last few plays.
Richard had 91 yards through 9 carries. He has negative 2 yards on the last 2 carries.
And the average does tend to even out sometimes. Back in the shotgun for Mendez. He'll roll to his right-hand side. Quarterback keeper gets it, dives across to the 4 as he was just trying to break the line of scrimmage, and he does a 4th and goal for Chanute at the 4-yard line.
Chanute does have the ability to make a field here, however, it's probably cold.
Yeah, a rock-hard football. And finally got a cold evening here. This still like football.
And to no one's surprise, really, Chanute is going to go for it.
Yep. They're lined up in a situation where they ran it this time, but watch the throw. Hernandez does keep it. Rob right-hand side of the end zone touchdown. And almost uncontested there on that from 3 yards out.
The ball, 2 safeties blitzed up the middle, and Hernandez just ran off tackle. Went to the hole that the safety didn't go to.
It's going to make it 14-0 Chanute with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. BAU heading for the Blue Comets. Snap is away, kick is up, and it is good. 15-0, Chanute up. A 60-second timeout. You're listening to Pro Football right here on Indy 102.9.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
State Farm Agent Kirk Wright, 1701 West Main in Independence, or call 620-331-1245.
When you have an emergency, you need a comprehensive healthcare facility that puts your mind at ease every step of the way. The emergency department at Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center offers patients fast access to vital healthcare services. Our quick response heart attack and stroke protocols ensure diagnostics begin rapidly. A state-of-the-art facility for state-of-the-art care. Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center, where we center around you.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Chanute set to kick this one away. They'll boot it out, field it at the 10-yard line by Prawley. He'll work his way to the right-hand side, gets a good block out across the 30 before getting brought down to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Independence offense will take over, down 15-0 with 8.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
Independence going to have to try to get that offense going. He's still not a first down in this first quarter. He's really struggling to get anything going.
Indy breaks huddle. Receivers trying to get set here. They're figuring out where to go. 3 wide receivers set for Prawley. He'll take the snap. Hands it off. Hit the backfield immediately was McGrath, and he'll be taken down for a loss on that play. And that will end the first quarter. 15-0 Chanute with the lead. We'll take another 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Lee's Cooling and Heating in Independence. Call 620-331-2310. 118 South 8th Street, Independence.
Brian Klein again with Quality Toyota and Quality Motors. We hope you're enjoying the game. You know, I've been here for 8 years now, and I have never had this many pre-owned Tacomas. You know, the legendary dependability and reliability of the Tacoma? And now is your chance to save thousands off new prices. All of these are local trades. You can call or stop by either side of the street, and we'll show you why your neighbor trades with Quality Automotive Group. Hey, go Bulldogs, get that win.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Back here, Chanute, Kansas, getting ready to start the second quarter here in this one. It's Chanute 15, Independence 0. Bulldogs with the football. Snap to Prawley. He'll roll out to his left-hand side, looking to throw under a lot of pressure. Step hit, and then brought down at the 25-yard line. It didn't have really anywhere to throw it. Ready to go. His three defenders converged on him outside the pocket.
He's only going to lose 4. And part of the issue, he was going against his throwing arm. Tried to set his feet and throw downfield, and the guy was on it right in his face. Tried to adjust, just couldn't quite get out of it at that point.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 16 for Independence. Back in the shotgun for Prawley. 3 wide receivers set. He'll take the snap, drops back to throw, looks, fires it deep down the field to Daniels. Can't get it, but fly it in from both officials. And looks like this is going to be defensive pass interference.
I'll say this, Josh Prawley hasn't had a lot of time this season to throw the ball. Usually he's under pressure. He just dropped back, had a good clean pocket. Farley helped chip with the right tackle, which gave Prawley that time to step into that throw. That was a beautiful throw.
Yeah,
I mean, it was on the money, too.
It was. It looks like we're going to tag the defensive back with that.
Does that come to automatic first down?
Well, it does. They're going to be, 16 now? And it looks like it's going to be... No, it's a 3rd and 1, which might not be a good situation. But you still need to pick up a yard to get the first.
Takes Independence in full hurry-up mode.
Takes the snap, hands it off. Farley with across the 50 down to 45 before it gets brought down. More than enough for the first down.
Farley gets 15 on that one. Maybe they didn't go hurry-up all the time.
That first down brought to you by Quality Record Service for 24-hour roadside service. Call 620-331-454.
That was Farley's first carry of the game. We're a minute and 3 seconds into the second quarter.
Yep. And 55 left now in the second.
The Bulldogs had 14 yards of offense before that carry. That was a 15-yard carry.
They handed off to Farley again. This time he plowed left middle for 4.5, close to 5 yards. And that's the kind of push they need from the offensive line and the type of yardage they need from the running backs.
Farley on his own now had 5 more yards than the rest of the offense got in the first quarter. New game plan. Just give it to Mario Farley right at the gut. Just keep pushing.
They'll fake the handoff, throw it. It's complete out to the 30-yard line. Get brought down after the reception there on that one was number 4, Wyatt Chisholm. Good job running the slant route and a good throw by Josh Prawley for the first down.
Yeah, very impressive throw by Prawley as the linebacker was sitting right in there, and he had to throw it over the top of the linebacker, but not overthrow Chisholm as the defensive back was right behind Chisholm and could have easily picked that one off.
5 wide receivers set for Prawley. Slot man in motion, coming his way. Fakes the handoff. Keeps Prawley right up the middle. In the end zone, touchdown. Just like that, Josh Prawley.
The curse is over, Kate.
Takes offensive touchdown from 30 yards out. That was the end zone. It makes this 15-6 Chanute with 9:42 left in the second quarter. That's one of those situations Prawley can be so dangerous. Just running with the football and getting a full head of steam. It will go to Prawley looks to throw, fires it, and it will be complete. It looks like the end zone. And could not complete that pass. So 15-6 the score. 9:42 left in the second quarter. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldogs football right here on Indy 102.
We are all faced with tough decisions when choosing a home away from home for our loved ones. Medical Lodges and Grand Villas of Independence offer a wide variety of services ranging from an assisted living community to skilled nursing or long-term care.
Whether you're seeking a place to make new friends or recover and go home, Medical Lodges and Grand Villas Independence.
Call me, Megan, at Medical Lodges, 331-8789.
Or call me, Amber, at Grand Villas, 331-2260. We serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
What makes a good pharmacy? At the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, it's a genuine interest in you and your personal health care needs. They help with all your health questions and concerns and offer health screenings that help monitor your health, sponsor health events that keep you informed of the most important advancements. And of course, a good pharmacy also provides a full range of the products you need for good health, from the national brands to trusted Medicine Shop brands. So what makes a good pharmacy? It's the Medicine Shop Promise. Pride in knowing medicine and also you in order to meet your individual health needs accurately and completely. 400 North Penn in Independence.
15-6. Chanute with the lead. 9:42 left in the second quarter. Independence 30-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs are set to kick this one off. Farley will handle kickoff duties for Independence. Kicks this one short, and a bit of an onside attempt, but it'll be fielded by Chanute at the 44-yard line, and that's where the Comps will take over.
It was a good job by Chanute, where a lot of times guys will just turn their back and go back to box. Chanute was waiting for that one.
So some good field position for the Comets, but overall, at least towards the latter end of that last drive, they've been playing better defense, especially once they were inside the 5-yard line, albeit giving up a touchdown eventually. Still doing a better job of making it really have to work for that. 4 wide receivers set, ball right out in motion, hand it off to him on the jet sweep, coming near side. Gets some good blocks out across the 50 before being forced out of bounds. And the carry that time was Lane Harvey for the Blue Comets.
Harvey
picks up 10.
I was looking at the far official that's near one, blocked by some players.
Or I guess not. Yeah, the Park official had 10. He got 8 at first. Split down to 10, now back to 9. Got to make sure they get it. Pistol gun set for Hernandez. He'll keep it right up the middle with it. Finds the hole out to the 40. It's back a little bit, taken down inside the 40, down to the 39. And he gets enough for a first down there on that carry.
And Chanute racked up the rushing yards here tonight's game.
Yeah, have yet to throw back this one. Of course, down to the third-string quarterback. Hernandez going to hand it off. Flag in the backfield. Gets hit after cross line of scrimmage with Tyler Davis. He'll go down after a gain of a yard. Let's see if the flag is up. It's going to be a hold against Chanute.
You know, the right tackle for Chanute just kind of tackled the defensive end for Independence. Pretty blatant right in front of that official.
It's in his position name. You have to excuse it. He decided to do it.
Do what?
He said it was in his position's name, so he decided to do it.
Right tackle.
Yeah, that's going to work the wrong tackle. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Wrong kind.
Wrong tackle for the right tackle.
So they'll march that back, and it's going to bring up first and 23, actually, since it's, of course, a spot foul. It was a bit behind the line of scrimmage. So first and 23 in the pistol. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, out across the 50, trying to push the pile forward, and gets 5 on that carry. So it'll be second and long still.
And now Jack Richard and Matt Hernandez, 11 carries apiece, going for 89 and 54 yards, respectively.
Yeah, definitely the two workhorses here tonight for Chanute. 8:30 left in the second quarter. It's 15-6, Chanute with the lead. Hernandez drops back to pass. He's going to throw for the first time. Got a man wide open. It's almost picked off right off the hands of the defender, Marshall Day. He did not reel that one in. Marshall Day had kind of late reaction
the receiver was Briley Peavy that time. Everybody waited for her name to run, and Peavy streaking down the sideline. The throw, a little bit underthrown. Yeah. Marshall Day kind of recognized that. Last second, looked up, the ball was there, and second hands up, just wasn't quite ready. Yeah. Plus, that's probably pretty hard right now.
So brings up 3rd and long after the incomplete pass. They'll run a reverse. Ball loose the backfield, pounced on by Farley. Independence recovers.
They tried to run a double pass, so Independence able to get another break after another Chinook turnover, their second of the night. And the last one, Independence, they didn't capitalize. However, took a sure 7 off the board.
Yeah, he was down to the 1 yard.
4 here, about 8 minutes before half.
Yeah, so Independence has it at the Chinook 43-yard line. Great field position. On top of that, Brawley and motion. They'll run double reverse themselves. Independence fumbles the 2. Brawley's able to pounce on it, though.
They must quit running that play.
It's going to bring up 2nd and long. Farley able to recover it. Lost 5 on the carry. Or on the fumble, I should say. Brings up 2nd and 15. Twin wideouts to the near side. 2 running back to the backfield. Gun with Brawley. Takes the snap. Fakes the hand off quarterback keeper. Gets hit backfield. And goes down to the 49 after a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 16 for this Independence offense. And going the wrong way out now. It's an offense not built to handle these types of situations on 3rd and long.
When we get a moment, Kane, I have a few scores for you.
Be 3rd and 16. Twin wideouts to the to the far side. Shotgun set for Prawley. Looks to throw under some pressure. Scrambles out of it. Reverses field. Sets his feet. Throws it. It's picked up. Going their way with it. It's Chinook. Got a convoy of blockers out ahead of him. And gets hit by Prawley out across the 15. And that's the worst possible thing you can have happen there. Is Prawley probably should have just ate that one or threw it away.
We had a late flag. The official standing right next to Aiden Charter just threw the flag, and Charter walked off the field. You feel like he might have set the game.
And you have to see what the penalty ends up being. They try to sort this one out, so. Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Independence, so half the distance on top of that. Can't have mistakes to begin with, Brett. Mistakes happen, and on top of that, you can't compound mistakes by committing a penalty like that.
And Coach Boldra, they call him timeout. He just wants to know what happened.
So Indy takes a timeout with 6:47 left in the second quarter. Chinook up by 8. Up by 9. We'll go ahead and take a second timeout. We'll listen to ball right here on Indy.
Yep, you're gonna look good in this house. Are we ready to make an offer?
Well, we really love this house.
Yes, we really love this house, but $120,000 is as high as we can go on this house.
You're kidding me, right? I see what kind of car you're driving. You got lots of money. You can do better than that. Sheesh!
Tired of being hounded? Then visit us at Midwest Real Estate. Your home, our commitment. Online at MidwestKS.com.
Coming out of the timeout, 15-6 is the score. Chinook the lead. 6:47 left in the second quarter.
You know the scores?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
These are all early in the second quarter. Quick 5A score. Leading Kansas City, Washington 0, and 4A Division 2. Parsons leading 14-13. See that one coming. Fort Scott leading Otto 22-0. One that's surprising to me a little bit right now, Kane. Midway through the second quarter now. Coffeyville 8, Levesque County 8.
We'll see how long that lasts, though. But, yeah, that's still surprising in that. Sure, we'll see both teams. Chanute out of the gun and work his way to the left-hand side into the end zone. Touchdown. And just like that, Chanute puts 6 up on the board. It's now 21-6 in favor of the Blue Comets with 6:41 left in the second quarter. As it looked like
Peavy that time.
Peavy, yeah, from 5 yards out. PAT pending. Ike up flying out. And probably going to be another offside against Independence. I did not hear what he said. Let's see what he signaled.
He put his hand on his head like 12 men, but that is not what he said one bit. Could have sworn he said something about equipment.
Yeah, so did I.
Did you hear the same thing?
And then another flag comes out. And it's sportsmanlike conduct against Independence. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Looking at the Independence defense, apparently neither do they. So that flag came out, and 3 players for Independence threw their hands up, like, what did we do?
So Chanute rather going to go for 2 as a result. Shotgun set. Hernandez up the middle. Tripped up, does not get the 2, so it'll stay 21-6 in favor of the Blue Comet. 6:41 left in the second quarter. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
Should you fix up the old clunker or buy a new car? That's the question. Now, here's the answer. The Car Shop at Independence can help you keep your car around for a long time. Most cars can safely reach 200,000 miles. The important thing is never skip on maintenance. Regular oil changes, tire rotations, and transmission tune-ups, even when it seems to be running fine. The Car Shop, 3201 West Main, Independence, 331-3553.
No matter which team you're rooting for, we've got you covered. Community National Bank and Trust offers your favorite school mascot on our debit cards. And what's even better, for every card issued, we'll donate $3 directly to your school. It's just another way Community National Bank and Trust supports our community. Come get your mascot card at any of our 29 locations today. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
After that last score, it's 21-6. Chanute with the lead. 6:41 left in the second quarter. Blue Comet set to kick this one away to the Bulldogs. And Independence with some time to try to cut back into that lead once again. Adams set to kick this one away. He does. Short kick picked up by Collar around the 25-yard line, gets taken down out across the 30, and Independence going to take over close to the 32-yard line to start their next offensive drive. Seen some elements of good, consistent play offensively from Independence, Brett, but need to see more of it as this game starts to go on. And Bulldogs going to have to do it at their own 33-yard line officially.
Yeah, it would do a lot if Independence could get a score here before the half.
In the shotgun is Prawley, takes the snap, hands it off to Farley, hitting the backfield, keeps his legs moving, gets out of that, and picks up a solid gain on that play as he 6 on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got hit, but kept those legs churning.
And Farley, he's a strong back, that's for sure, and only going to get stronger. Only a sophomore.
Yep.
That's kind of the story with this Independence
team. We'll probably pick out a lot of those on this Independence team. A lot a lot of young kids out there in some meaningful minutes. Handoff this time right up the middle to Farley. Yep, looks like he lost it. Scramble for it on the turf. Have to see who comes up with it. And they're going to signal Independence football after a gain of 2.
And it looked like maybe he wasn't expecting that football because he ran right to that hole and probably kind of had to shove that football into his stomach. And he was reaching as Farley went by. So we almost wonder if Farley wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, maybe in that one of those types of things where he thought it was going to be a quarterback keeper instead and faking the handoff. But it's 3rd and a yard and a half for Independence. In the gun, handoff's going to go to McGrath, runs right into the pile, gets pushed forward by Crawley, and got across the first down mark.
Crawley came up and that whole pile moved about 3 yards.
5:09 left in the second quarter. Independence down by 15. So 1st and 10 at the Independence 45-yard line for the Bulldogs. 3 wide receivers set for Prawley. He'll hand it off to Farley up the middle, right through the defense on that one, out across the 50 to the 45. He'll pick up 11 on that carry. And Farley looking like he's making up for lost time after not getting the ball there that first quarter.
That's what it looks like, Dean.
1st and 10 at the Chanute 44 now. It's been very hard, powerful running from Farley. It's just been between the tackles. Back now in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split out wide. Probably drops pass, flips, throws one up, double cut, brought down. It looked like Daniels out there, and Major Daniels pulled that one in.
Major Daniels turned his body and pushed out the corner and brought that one in. That's a great throw by Crawley. An even better job by Daniels to use his body to bring that catch in.
And he just at the 10-yard line now after bringing that one down. Looks like it might have been a bad decision. There was 2 defenders converging on it. But Daniels just went up and pulled that one down. Shotgun set. Going to hand it up to Farley right up the middle with it. Plows its way through that defense a little bit. Picked up a good chunk of yardage. We'll have to see where the response officially. We're at kind of a tough angle here on the opposite side of the field. As it looks like he gets about 4 on that carry.
We're at a tough angle with the clock. So with everybody else.
Yeah, they do. Just to break that up, there's 3:55 left in the second quarter, it looks like, with 21-6 being the score in favor of Chanute. Independence does have the football, however, man, and 5 wide receivers set. Probably on the quarterback keeper right up the middle. Fights its way inside the 5-yard line. Going to be a couple yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 3. Independence can still get a first down from where they're at. 4-yard line.
It's blowing up the offensive staff. 75 yards on the ground and 53 through the air.
Back in the gun. Quarterback keeper. Prawley gets tripped up, goes down at the 1-yard line. Your top official says touchdown, so touchdown in Independence. I thought he might have been a little short.
From here, it looks like that. Like that went down.
But Independence touchdown. 21-12 in favor of Chanute with 3:08 left in the second quarter.
Independence staying in this one. A 2-point conversion makes this a 1-possession game.
Yeah, Independence, of course, would go for 2. Shotgun set. Prawley going to take the handoff. Looks. It's complete. Good job executing that.
He had a wild
defender. He does complete the 2-point conversion. 21-14. 3:08 left in the second quarter. We'll take a 60-second count. Ball right here on Indy 102.
When the
the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Magicians can make all kinds of things disappear. Too bad they can't make ATM fees vanish. Or can they? An Equity Bank debit card and make every ATM fee at every ATM vanish. Go ahead. Agree to the fee. The magic potions inside your Equity Bank debit card prevents the fee from ever appearing in your account. Abracadabra. Get an Equity Bank debit card and perform your own bit of magic on any ATM. A wand and top hat not required. Equity Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Getting ready for the kickoff. Independence set to boot this one away. It's 21-14. Should lead. Will squib kick ball loose. Independence, I think. Have to wait for the signal, and Independence football. So the little squib slash onside kick worked that time, and Independence will take over at the 41-yard line.
Independence has a chance to, I want to say, tie this up. They have an extra point.
Yeah, so
it would want or take a lead.
Yeah, get some points. There's plenty of time to do it. With 3:07 left, I believe there's one timeout left, as they've used two at various points here first half. Brawley in the gun. Receiver set for him. He'll take the snap kind of high, hold it down to throw, and have anybody. Now fires it for the middle. Lead. It's taken out from under him.
The defenseless receiver took out his leg with Charter. And Chanute, even the coach is not liking that. Coach Shields not liking that. But he took out a defenseless receiver at his leg as he was going up for the ball. And in any league you're in, they're calling that all day.
Crowd not liking it, but, you know, if it was the other way, they want that call. Yep. Is one of those ones that goes up like safety.
And the officials called it as it was, the defenseless receiver.
I don't think a lot of people know how much one of those types of things hurts.
Oh, man.
Aren't able to try
head feels that he went up for the ball
and wasn't able to cushion that off landing. As a result, Brawley with it, drops back, now going to run with it, jukes out to the right-hand side, out across the 20, 15, and 10, pylon. And he stepped 9 as the official got up. That's where he'll go out of bounds, but it's the first down.
Knew it was close, but tightrope in that sideline. He did it.
So first and goal at the 9-yard line going in for Independence. Bulldogs break huddle. Wide receivers to the near side. Twin wideouts. Right back to the backfield with Crawley. The snap, hands it off to Brash. One tackle. Then tries to fight his way forward. Runs into a wall of defenders. Picks up minimal yardage there on that one. Close to a 2-yard gain there. I think no illusions right now if you're Independence. It's either Crawley's hands or Farley's hands, as they've had the most success running the football. Crawley fakes the handoff, looks, rolls out to his left-hand side, fakes pass, spins, gets it down to 5. He'll pick up a couple, but it's going to bring up 3rd and goal now for Independence. It was designed as a pass. Nobody was open. Good job by Crawley not forcing anything. I like his leg.
3rd 5, 3rd and goal from 5. It's a 4-down situation. What? Obviously, you want to try to score probably both times. If you can't, just get as much as you can. Don't take a big loss here.
Yep. especially here on third, I mentioned. And wideouts to the near side, shotgun set. He takes the snap, looks to throw, fires it, almost picked off, and wow, I don't understand exactly why Independence in that situation, as it was just sitting on that.
Jaden Austin, the safety, he was gone. I mean, he was gone. And
yeah, if he'd have
probably got the speed, but I don't know what momentum he already had going the other way.
Yeah, he'd already taken 2 steps.
I don't know if Frawley could catch him.
So 4th and goal, have a timeout called at the Bulldogs. We'll take 30 seconds with them. You're listening to Indy 102.9.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
State Farm Agent Kirk Wright, 1701 West Main in Independence, or call 620-331-1245. You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
Here we go with 1:30 left in the second quarter. It's 21-14. Chanute with the lead. Independence, however, with the football at the 5-yard line going in at 4th and goal. So big down here for the Bulldogs. Shotgun set, man in motion. Empty set too. Yeah, takes the snap. Quarterback keeper. It's Crawley. He's going to go. He's into the end zone. And they're going to say he didn't get it. How? Yeah, I'm more than shocked on that call.
Landed in the end zone.
Are we going to measure it?
Probably a little slow.
Yeah. But they're going to say he didn't get it. Probably dove head first and kind of high on top of that. When you, Brett, it's not like it was a low dive on the ground.
But he came down
in the end zone.
Blue. The end zones are blue. Came down in the blue. That ball was left hand. And
like he hit. I suppose that could have been the scenario there. But yeah, they're going to say he did not get it. Tough situation with the Bulldogs. Big stand there by Chanute. But more concerned right now for the health. I guess, do we know for sure? I can't get enough from here. So I guess let's not speculate on who it is and have to be a number, but trainers are out there on the field.
Whoever it is, any kind of injury is bad, but this cold weather just makes it feel a lot more. It feels so much worse than it even is. Even the most serious injuries feel so much worse in this weather.
We'll go ahead and take a 60-second timeout for the injury. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Lee's Cooling and Heating in Independence. Call 620-331-2310. 118 South 8th Street, Independence.
When you have an emergency, you need a comprehensive healthcare facility that puts your mind at ease every step of the way. The emergency department at Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center offers patients fast access to vital healthcare services. Our quick response heart attack and stroke protocols ensure diagnostics begin rapidly. A state-of-the-art facility for state-of-the-art care. Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center, where we center around you.
Well, coming out of the injury timeout, being helped off the field and limping pretty heavily. I believe you did see the number, Brett. It was Josh Crawley.
Appeared to be, yes.
So hopefully nothing serious. Like I say, though, having to be helped off the field and limping quite a bit, but hopefully just one of those things where maybe in this cold, getting numbed a little bit, maybe around the ankle or something, and nothing too serious. But turnover down the 1-inch line. It'll take over inside the 1. And then start, and it is the back blade of grass. And we'll do first down again. I don't think they're... He still touched it slightly. I mean, you can't move it back any further without it being in the end zone right now. And they'll just try to push the file forward, and they will for a few yards. He gets about 6, Kane. Yeah, once they spot that, it'll be out around the 6-yard line. .105 left before halftime. More important right now for Independence, just can't allow a score. Hernandez right up the middle, ton of room, spins out of the first tackle, out across the 20, then gets brought down near the 24-yard line. More than enough for the first down. 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. And again, if you're Independent, it's not much point necessarily in playing where you're crowding the line of scrimmage. The prospect of a safety is eliminated. You just don't want to give up a score here. Hernandez up the middle, gets pulled down from behind after picking up a few. Clock down to 42 seconds, and we got a timeout by Chanute. We'll take 30 seconds with them. Chanute up by 7. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
What makes a good pharmacy? At the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, it's a genuine interest in you and your personal health care needs. They help with all your health questions and concerns and offer health screenings that help monitor your health, sponsor health events that keep you informed of the most important advancements. And of course, a good pharmacy also provides a full range of the products you need for good health, from the national brands to trusted Medicine Shop brands. So what makes a good pharmacy? It's the Medicine Shop Promise. Pride in knowing medicine and also you in order to meet your individual health needs accurately and completely. 400 North Penn in Independence.
Getting ready to come out of the timeout. It's 21-14. Chanute with the lead with 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Blue Comets with the football. It's 2nd and 6 at their own 28-yard line. Chanute's thrown the ball once, had a man open, but it was underthrown. If they are going to throw, probably the situation, no safety. They'll hand it off, however, working his way to the right-hand side, taken down out to the 35 was Jack Richard. Gets the first down and moves the chains. And to see if Chanute decides to take a timeout with 36.1 seconds left in the second quarter. The clock stops momentarily. Is there a flag? Yeah, there must have been. I don't see it, but definitely was a hold against Chanute. So that'll march him back and takes away the first down. That might change. Field got a little bit longer now. But they've had success running the football. I mean, as long as you're not going to put it in the air, not a lot of risk. They haven't had any. They haven't had huge. They have just. But they've been close. Hernandez keeps the ball, gets a good block to the outside. A lot of room, then out of bounds. 24.4 seconds left in the second quarter. They're just keeping moving down the field, or maybe for a goal. For no. That 19-yard run gave Hernandez 101 yards on the ground through 15 carries. It gives Chanute the ball at their own 39-yard line with 24.4 seconds left. 3 wide receivers set. The man motion out of the backfield. Flag comes flying, and it will be a false start against Chanute.
I could hear it from the crowd. Are you kidding me? Canute's trying this 2-minute thing, and they've had more penalties on this drive than had the whole first half.
Yeah, that time with the motion out of the backfield. Back to a 3-wide receiver set. Running back at the backfield with Hernandez. Takes the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Pulled down from behind. Tackle on that one was Austin Burpee. And 10 point, it's either 10 or an 18. Hard to see because we got that mixture scoreboard going right now. That is 18. Yeah, 18.2 seconds left. The second quarter. We got timeout. We'll 21-14. Chanute with the lead. Blue Comets trying to get some points put up on the board, Brett. They're at their own 35-yard line. I guess one thing they have going for them is Independence is a timeout, so it's not as if they get stopped here on the next two downs, that Independence could burn out and try to get their field position to do something themselves. As long as Chanute protects the ball, Blue Comets should get the last opportunity before going to the locker room at half.
Yeah, and a big part of this is Independence, I believe, will get the ball coming out of the half. So points would be huge for Chanute. Right now, just say one possession football game.
Yeah, it could be a big stop for Independence. I know Chanute's got it at their own 35-yard line, so it's not as if they're really in striking distance right now, but just feels like Chanute's one step away from running play.
One thing to keep in mind, Chanute's playing next week. Independence, they got nothing to lose, man. They're just out playing football.
Shotgun set. Hernandez looks to throw. Lifts, fires, incomplete. Trying to throw it to his running back out the backfield. 14.2 seconds left. And we'll bring up third and long. Third and 14 for the
back shoulder throw.
Back ankle throw. A little low, too.
Chanute, man, I just have some guys run down the field and try almost a back-to-back Hail Mary thing halfway and try it again. If it gets intercepted, you grab enough guys.
You could, yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't turn. And Indy doesn't have the timeout to do anything on offense.
Hernandez going to run with it. Flag is thrown. Now across the 45 to 50 before tackle. Flag not going to bode well for the Comets with 6.1 seconds left in the quarter.
I think there's a couple flags up there. Or the one over on the far side of the 41.
To see what the flags are about. Chop block against Chanute.
Chanute might just run the
I was going to say, he's back, yeah. His last play with 6.1 seconds left.
They've ran 4 plays in the last 30 seconds and gone backwards about 15 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all started at their own 1. So they got out of that.
Well, they're not close, far away from getting back to that.
Yeah, they're going the direction. As the ball be spotted at their own 18-yard line. And it looks like Chanute's going to take time out. I guess we'll keep it here. Chanute must find something else.
You got to have serious trick play.
That double reverse would probably be better right now. I feel Brent yeah, call it. That's why I'm trying to call that play. The last minute of the second quarter took a long time. Both teams trying to position themselves a little bit.
The game was moving right along.
It was, but this game got very close. It's a 7-point ball game in favor of Duke right now, and it's tried to cut further into that, but we're stopped at 1-yard line, turned down, and gave the ball to Chanute. Chanute, we're trying to do something, but they've got 6 seconds left offensively, so we'll have to see what they can do.
It's a game. That play were probably get into the end zone. That could be big.
But very much. And Prawley got hurt on that as well, unfortunately. Well, if you're Independence, you got to figure trying to throw this. Independence got one safety. Shotgun set for Hernandez. takes the snap, pump fakes, drops back, looks to throw, fires it. It's complete, it looks like. And that will exhaust the second quarter, however. Both teams should be going to the locker room, as they will credit him with a 15-yard catch. But time does expire.
And that was a
long. I guess that's true, because it was 19. Yeah, so that would have been a 32-yard catch on that one. And that'll send us to halftime. We'll go ahead, 3 minutes timeout, send back to the studio. When we come back, we'll have our new Dennis and Buckles halftime show. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.
Quality Toyota and Quality Motors are proud supporters of IHS Athletics. We would like to encourage fans and players to keep up the great example of sportsmanship that is an Independence tradition. Quality Automotive Group also has a rich tradition of helping local folks get the best deal on a new or used car or truck. For example, I have a great school or commuter car, a 2011 Camry with only 56,000 miles. Stop by either side of the street and tell them you're here for the IHS Supporter Special and get a $1,000 discount. Go Bulldogs!
Are you looking for a new option for your checking account? Look no further than Community National Bank and Trust. Our brand new Guardian Secure checking account helps protect you from identity theft, offers cell phone protection, shopping rewards, travel discounts, and can pay you CD-like rates if you qualify, all with your checking account. If your account isn't paying you, call or stop by Community National Bank and Trust today. Member FDIC.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
You hear every day about what makes an auto repair shop different than the others. AAA, ASA, ASE? What's all this alphabet soup mean? Well, AAA and ASA memberships include on-site monthly inspections, higher standards, and ongoing technician certifications. You can rest assured that having technicians whom are members of the Automotive Service Excellence, or ASE, your vehicle is being repaired right the first time. Call the Car Shop for those great mechanics you've been looking for. 331-3553, The Car Shop in Independence.
Yep, you're gonna look good in this house. Are we ready to make an offer?
Well, we really love this house.
Yes, we really love this house, but 120,000 is as high as we can go on this house.
You're kidding me, right? I see what kind of car you're driving. You got lots of money. You can do better than that. Sheesh!
Tired of being hounded? Then visit us at Midwest Real Estate. Your home, our commitment. Online at MidwestKS.com.
The name Newkirk Dennis & Buckles is synonymous with hometown insurance, always having your best interests at heart with the ability to design the product to fit your specific needs. Having the right insurance for your family, home, or business is important. Depend on Newkirk Dennis & Buckles. They have been actively serving the community for over 100 years as insurance experts. When you think insurance, think Newkirk Dennis & Buckles, with locations in Independence, Neodesha, Coffeyville, Fredonia, and Caney.
Back here, Chanute, Kansas, score at halftime, 2014. Blue Counts with the lead over the Independence Bulldogs. I'm Kane Carpenter, along with me, Brett Shields. This is our Newkirk Dennis & Buckles halftime show. Got to put Brett, Independence narrowed the deficit to 7. Had an opportunity to close more or take the lead there on that last drive that's had before halftime. Unable to get the ball into the end zone, turnover on downs at the 1 yard line, but half-yard line. Yeah, really half-yard line. But we've seen a lot of positive progress from the Independence offense here in this game. A little spotty start the game offensively, but they've found their drive, I think, in that second quarter, being able to put some points on the board and move the football on the field a little bit.
Yeah, and you have to remember, short-handed, starting quarterback, starting receiver, slash quarterback, both out here tonight. That makes an impact, but play the game.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
Next man up.
Yeah, next man up. That's the way the game is. And you say the same thing for Independence on a whole different level. There's kids out there playing for this Independence team. We've said it all year. There's sophomores out here going both ways. You don't see that very often.
Or at least the number that you have.
So there's players for Independence playing that probably shouldn't be playing, and that's fine. That's okay. But they're getting the experience. That's going to help them next year, and they're seeing all that will do is help them. But now it's some rough games that we've seen. But here we are, last game of the year, and I can tell you this team looks better today than they looked week 1 against Caney.
Yeah,
they definitely look a lot better than they looked week 1.
Absolutely, for sure on that one, and we knew it was going to be a tough season for them trying to navigate through it with a lot of experience. The seniors have done a really good job helping to navigate the team through this year, helping build up some experience for a lot of these kids playing in the pretty important positions. And for a lot of these players, their first time getting any action on Friday night at our level this year. You know, void, you kind of have to step into a big space you have to fill, especially, I don't really want to say important, they're all important, but you talk about along the offensive line and how important that is, of course, and even along the defensive line as well, where you're not able to control the line of scrimmage, especially with what Independence likes to do offensively. You're going to not find a lot of success. But get experience for a lot of those kids along the line also going to be helpful as well.
But for comparison is you can look at last season. We saw Cody Schicky step up. They had quite a bit of safety on the defense this year. They had moved Josh Frawley up to an outside linebacker, put Schicky in that position. And I remember we had even talked how, man, I'm impressed with what Schicky's doing in the sophomore to be able to step up in that position.
Yeah, exactly.
You're looking at Independence. They've got 7 or 8 guys trying to do that. Okay, it's one thing when you have one guy doing that. You're relying on that for over half your team. You're going to have your struggles here and there, and they have. But we kind of expected that, and this was supposed to be a season of we've got to get better, we've got to grow up, we've got to mature, and this is a team that easily could have said, you know what, young, we've been eliminated from the playoff. It's cold. It's been 75 to 80 degrees for 2 months. And here it is, upper and a north wind blowing 20 miles an hour. They could have come out here and said, Coach, let's just get this over with and go home. Here we are, battling against a team that's fighting for playoffs. They need to win to get into the playoffs.
Actually, Slavette's struggling with
Coffeyville right in there. They probably don't know that right now.
No, they probably wouldn't, that's for sure. But, yeah, last we saw was tied.
Independence giving it their all tonight, showing that they're not here to just lay down and give Chanute a playoff spot. They want to be that spoiler.
Hey, more power to them. We're seeing a lot of fight from this Independence team. Great to see. The night like on the road once again, 6th road game of the year.
I have a halftime score for you, Kane. At halftime in Coffeyville, the Golden Tornado 8, the Labette County Grizzlies
28. Oh, really?
8-8 at halftime. Another surprising one, Columbus and Parsons tied up at 21 at halftime.
I don't believe that.
Nobody saw that coming.
Parsons knew they had a game, to be honest, in that one. So, yeah, that's shocking there for that game. So, surprises and upsets imminent, and we'll see if Independence can pull off one here this evening. We're going to send it back to the studio, actually. Play music for about 10 minutes. We got a really long time here, so we'll send it back to the studio for about 10. If we come back, probably have a little bit more. For New Kirk, Dennis and Buckles, halftime show. We're going to plug football right here on Indy 109.
The name Newkirk, Dennis & Buckles is synonymous with hometown insurance. Always having your best interests at heart with the ability to design the product to fit your specific needs. Having the right insurance for your family.
sideline with it. He's going to run, gets a block, goes out of bounds, picks up what he could, and it'll bring up a much more third down situation.
Probably that injury, I have the disaster written all over it, but he ends up getting one about
close to 6, the 3rd and 5.
Definitely made something out of nothing there.
So far more manageable third down for the Independence Bulldogs. 5 wide receivers set. Slot man in motion. Hand it off. Fumble. All loose in the backfield. Shoot bounces on it. And that'll be a turnover. And might have to scratch those plays because Independence has not done a good job exchanging handoffs when it's come to that jet sweep.
Yeah, and that can be a big play because even though it wasn't exactly moving the ball, even if they could punt, it would have been worse field position than this.
Yeah, absolutely right. Rather going to take over at the Independence 29-yard line, prime position for the offense to do something out of the pistol gun set. Hernandez going to hand off right up the middle with it. The key to that defense was Jack Richard, and he'll pick up solid yardage on that carry, close to 6 on the run.
Oh, extracurricular activity here on the near side. Official right there, and kind of split them up and let them go their ways. 67 for Independence, 77 for Chanute. We'll see if that turns into anything.
You know, the pistol for Hernandez, hands off once again, right up the gut with it, in the area out to the side yard line. Once again, Richard picking up where he left off in that first quarter. He's gouging that Independence defense. The Lions going to have to battle the line of scrimmage if they want to be successful defensively. That's where they'll start. Chanute has thrown a few passes, but as we mentioned before, they're down to their third quarterback, so they want to limit what they do through the air as much as they can. 4 wide receivers set for the Blue Comets. Hernandez in the backfield at the gun, and at the timeout with 9:54 left in the third quarter. Shoot up 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldogs football right here on Indy.
Brian Klein again with Quality Toyota and Quality Motors. We hope you're enjoying the game. You know, I've been here for 8 years now, and I have never had this many pre-owned Tacomas. You know, the legendary dependability and reliability of the Tacoma? And now is your chance to save thousands off new prices. All of these are local trades. You can call or stop by either side of the street, and we'll show you why your neighbor trades with Quality Automotive Group. Hey, go Bulldogs, get that win.
Coming out of the timeout, Independence defensively in a tough spot here. Bulldogs already trailing 21-14 early in the third quarter, and Chanute threatening to score again to push this to a 2-score lead for the Blue Comets. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Pistol gun set. Going to hand it off to Richard. Right up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown. And just running through arm tackles is Bulldogs losing the battle on the line of scrimmage there once again. And Chanute able to punch it in for 6. Makes this 27-14 with 9:49 left in the third quarter. PAT pending. Kick is up, and it is good. 28-14 Chanute. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
At Community National Bank and Trust, your convenience is important to us. We have 29 locations throughout the area, all ready to serve you. We also have convenient online banking and a brand new upgrade to our mobile app. Download it today. We know your life is hectic enough. That's why we like to make banking easy and convenient. Convenient locations, convenient technology, convenience for you. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
28-14 the score. Chanute with the lead in this one over the Independence Bulldogs. 9:48 left in the third quarter. Chanute kicks this one away. It'll be fielded at the 2-yard line by Daniels as it took a short bounce, and he'll get it out to the 10-yard line, dancing around a little bit. First out of the middle to 20, but gets tripped up and goes down. He had nothing but daylight, and a shoestring tackle brings Daniels to the turf. Gone. There was just a cluster of 22 players together, and then Daniel, he got through it. Was unbelievable. His right hair got tripped up. It went down, fortunately. So it's going to take over at their own 22-yard line. 3 wide receivers set for the Bulldogs in the shotgun. Hands it off to McGrath, gets tripped up, goes down out across the 25, out to the 27. Solid gain for Independence there on first down, but they have a flag in the backfield. That will be a hold against the Bulldogs. Yeah, the hold going to go against Independence, and they mark off that yardage. Spot foul. That's definitely put Bulldogs in a good position. Had the positive yard right there on first down, Brett, but unfortunately with that penalty, it put them at about a 1st and 20 instead of 2nd and 6. Crawley operating out of the shotgun once again. Twin wide out. Going to hand it off to Farley. Right up the middle with it. Picks up what he can. Yard tap on that carry. It'll bring second long.
Independence just doesn't have that offense that can really make up for those 10-yard penalties.
Yeah, it's something you and I have talked about a lot this season. Just not built that way. Really built on the 4- and 5-yard carries. So difficult to pick up large chunks of yardage on a short number of downs. Shotgun set for Pollock, steps up in the pocket, looking to throw, looking, fires it, short, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 18 now for the Bulldogs. With 8:49 left in the third quarter, it's 28-14, Chanute with the lead.
Got a tough spot for Independence. You probably expect them to throw again here on 3rd and long. The passing game really does not work tonight.
Trip wide out to the far side. Shotgun for Crawley. He'll throw the screen. It's caught out wide and then tripped up almost immediately, getting across the scrimmage, gain of a yard. And it brings up 4th long for the Bulldogs. Chisholm able to haul that one in, but not able to find much room at reception. So now a punting situation for the Bulldogs as they're inside their own 20. High snap, Farley brings it down, kicks this one away, low spiraling kick, takes a Bulldog bounce, and it will be down at the 42-yard line, the Independence 42-yard line. So great field position for the Blue Comets with 8:03 left in the third quarter. Big set of downs, big series here, Brett, for Independence defensively. It's just a 2-score game, and really can't afford at this juncture to give up more points to Chanute.
Yeah, a Chanute score here. Yeah, it's still midway in the third quarter, but I feel like a Chanute score here real big blow.
A lot of time left, just Independence not having a lot of ability to score, so can't afford to be down too much. Handoff going to the right-hand side, breaking it free out across the 30, the 20, getting brought down from behind was Jack Richard. Huge gain, but there is a flag out near the 40. And it will be a hold against Chanute. Chanute, in a lot of ways, also kind of being their own worst enemy here tonight.
Yeah, since about midway through the second quarter, they have had a ton of penalties.
So wipes off the big run. And the penalty yardage will be marked off. Going to bring up a first and very long for Chanute. About a first and 17 for the Blue Comets.
See a flag come flying out?
Yep. Here's the near side on the Chanute sideline. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Chanute. Unofficial, not taking anything down there. Well, I believe it's the same one that threw it on the earlier.
Coach Shields, he's letting him have it. He didn't like the call, whatever it was.
I guess. You know, official just let it go. Something too severe, but it's the second time we've seen that thrown for something that was said. Or third, I guess, if you count the one that's down there near the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of believed, as far as talking goes, football, a physical game, unless a guy comes up to you, you out, or kind of let it go.
Yeah. So first and very long after the penalty yardage is marked off. Hernandez going to keep it, get out across the 35 down to the 37. It'll bring up second and a mile. We'll say that. 7:40 left in the third quarter. Chanute up by 2 touchdowns. Blue Comets have the football. Twin wideouts to the far side. Shotgun set for Hernandez. Rolls out. Looking to run with it. Gets a good block on the outside. But good job by Independence moving laterally and able to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ends up losing, 2.5, almost 3 on that one.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 32. Just to bring out the actual yard there. I finally get it counted off. So 3rd and 32 for Chanute. At their own 35-yard line, 4 wide receivers set for Hernandez. In the gun, takes it, drops back to pass, looks, scrambles under a lot of pressure. Now steps into the pocket, got a ton of room, gets a block downfield out across midfield, and gets knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line, 46-yard line. And he picks up a large chunk of that yardage.
He took a shot on the sideline. Who was that that hit him for Independence?
It'll bring up 4th down still.
32. I don't have a 32 on Independence roster. He laid Hernandez out.
We run into that problem a lot.
Hernandez didn't get back. He's still making his way back to the line of scrimmage. Like, man, coach, we got to punt. I don't know if I want to run another play right now.
It's 4th and 13 at the 46-yard line. So while he got a good portion of that yardage picked up, it wasn't near enough to make this a go-for-it situation. So Chanute going to have to punt. Independence blocks it, loose in the backfield, picked up by Prawley. Prawley going to take it out to the 10, the 5. Oh, he got it down. That was in. And we'll have to wait for the sill. No, they're going to say down at the 2-yard line. And Prawley, like a man possessed, blocks the punt, picks it up, and almost returns it.
Chanute just spiked the ball in the end zone. 2 officials standing right there of all the flags they've thrown tonight. let that one go.
So a huge play for Independence.
I feel like we had a really good angle. I feel like before he went down, the official that marked it was 30 yards behind the play, and I could see what he thought coming out. But I don't know. I feel like Prawley had that ball extended before.
Prawley goes under center, going to just go and gets tripped up. He gets fallen short. Yeah. So to bring up second and goal from about the 1, but it's just all Independence needs to do.
Yeah, run it again.
Prawley under center and just plow their way forward.
Run that play 4 times. If you don't get in, you don't get in.
Yeah, that's not much more you can do there, but Independence, just to go back to that punt, sent the house. Probably wasn't the only one back there, as there were 4 other Bulldog players that got through. Just a jailbreak. Prawley reaching forward, gets it into the end zone, touchdown signaled by the near side official. And it is 28-20 now. Chanute with the lead, 5:37 left in the third quarter. Big turn of events after a huge special teams play by the Bulldogs off the blocked punt. So Independence will go for 2, as they normally do. Shotgun set for Collar. He'll take the snap, hands it to Prawley. Prawley pitches it at the last second. You have to see what they're going to do with this. Picked up at the 15 and then brought down. Conversion attempt fails. And it will bring up, well, the board says 28-21. It should be 28-20. So 28-20 with 5:37 left in the third quarter. 2-point conversion attempt fails. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
I'm Kim Goodman, born and raised in Independence, Kansas. At Equity Bank, you'll find experience in what we do with lending decisions made right here. When you buy a home, I will work with you while also providing great rates. We're helping build equity right here in Southeast Kansas. Go to equitybank.com to apply or call me at 331-1660. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to the IHS Bulldogs on KBIK Independence, Indy 102.9.
A huge swing of momentum, Brad. 28-20 now after Independence blocks the punt, recovered, returned down to the 3-yard line. Game changer. Prawley punches in 2 plays later from a yard out. An 8-point game, a 1-possession game right now, Brett. And I guess for all intents and purposes, Independence just doing it any way they can to put points on the board.
Chanute has 9 guys within 50.
Yeah, Independence kicks it short again. Field been bounced on at the 37-yard line, and that's where Chanute will take over.
Josh Prawley now, 13 carries, 73 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Blocked punt.
Blocked punt, having a good, not senior night, but I'll call it his senior night.
True.
Last football game.
Yep.
He will play in a Bulldog uniform.
Definitely one of the many players out there tonight, leaving it all out there on the field, that's for sure.
He looked done for earlier.
Yeah, with that injury. Fortunately, able to come back. 4 wide receivers set for Chanute. Handoff. Going to come near side with it on the right-hand side. Down the sideline, out across the 50 before getting spun around out of bounds was Jack Richard. And Richard, been a problem for the Bulldog defense. Picks up a first down there on the gain of 13.
Richard now 17 carries, 140 yards. Hernandez 18 carries for 101. Defense going to have to slow those 2 down.
In the pistol, 3 wide receivers set. Handoff going to go to Richard up the middle once again. Gets spun around and brought down after a gain of, we'll call it 6. We'll bring up 2nd and 4. .508 left in the third quarter. 28-20. Shotgun set for Hernandez. Man in motion. Going to hand it off to him. Gets blocked outside. Then gets brought down and across the 45 down to the 43. He'll be short of the first down marker. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Blue Comets. It's 3rd and a long 2 at that. Yeah, that's true. Probably closer to a 3rd and 3 looking at the yard marker now.
This side of the field, Chanute probably in 4-down territory.
Hernandez, quarterback keeper, right up the middle with it. 40 down to the 35. Gets the first down and then some. Moves the chains once again for Blue Comet.
An 8-yard gain on 3rd and 2. Independence went hard for that motion. Hernandez just right up the middle.
Back in the pistol, 4 wide receiver set. Quarterback keeper after the fake handoff out across the 30. It's back past the 30, but going to keep forward progress after a gain of 5.
Independence might want to try to start stripping that football. Chanute just 5 yards, 6 yards at a time right now, just marching down the field.
Another big drive for the Independent defense. You're at the point where you don't want to be trading touchdowns back and forth, especially with it being a one-score game. Pistol gun, running back out of backfield in motion. Hernandez keeps it up the middle, across the 25, up to the 24, gets the first down after the 6-yard carry. It'll move the chains. Just for the most part, that running between the tackles, which has made things difficult for Independence.
And Independence just oversized a little bit there.
Back in the pistol, Hernandez going to hand it off to Richard up the middle, gets by the defense quickly, moves the pile forward a little bit. He'll pick up close to 3 on that carry. Brings up 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the Independence 21-yard line for the Blue Comets. Under 3 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's an 8-point Chanute lead. 5 wide receiver set, slot man in motion. Going to hand it off to him on that sweep. Old. It was pretty obvious. The flag comes flying, and Independence will stop him behind the line of scrimmage. But the flag going to go against Chanute back. Kind of surprised a little, Brett, seeing Chanute running the ball to the outside as much as they had. They've had far more success running between the tackles against this defense, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. Chanute, like 5 or 6 yards every time. So they keep trying to pop that big one to the outside. Seems like every time they do, it's a holding call.
Yeah, and Independence also laterally as well, kind of limited damage being done as a result. So double whammy there for Chanute. Brings up 2nd and 20 after holding penalty. Hernandez is going to run the option, cut up the middle, spins out of one tackle off the 20, and gets back a huge chunk of that yardage as he'll get 13 on the carry.
Schicky was there, was trying to decide to go for. Always go for the guy that has the ball.
Yeah.
He kind of got crossed up there and just hesitated enough. Hernandez cut it up.
So 3rd and 6 in the pistol. Can hand it off to Richard. Off left tackle. Big hole. Gets the first down inside the 15 out near the 10-yard line. It'll move the chains once again. The minute 38 left in the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10, Chanute still get first down. They're at the 11-yard line. Pistol gun set. Going to hand it off to Richard. The middle with it, dragging some ball kicker tackle would-be tacklers with him. and gets it out. Let's see where they spot this one. At the 8-yard line after 3. So 2nd and 7. Shotgun set. 2 tight ends in there. Going to hand it off to Richard. Get tackled close to the line of scrimmage. Good job on the penetration by the Bulldogs. Then a penalty comes flying in late after the play. It could be a sports-like conduct against Chanute. Wow.
This could be a game changer. I mean,
well, it's a third down. It came after the play. I guess it depends on where it came. If it came during the play, it'll repeat the down. If it came after the play, it'll be third. Dead ball, so third down.
How many unsportsmanlike penalties have there been in this game?
4.
Is that 4 now?
Yep. 2 against Indy and 2 against Chanute. And I don't know, but I don't think any of them have seemingly been directed at the other team. It's just been...
I think most of them have been like something...
Probably language, I would imagine, so... 3rd and long.
Chanute just had 12 men in the huddle, and the officials did not notice.
Question is, did they break huddle with it? And Chanute needs to take a timeout as they cannot get the personnel figured out. They'll take with 27.3 seconds left in the third quarter. Blue Comets 8 will take 30 seconds with them. You're listening to Bulldogs football right here on Indy.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
State Farm Agent Kirk Wright, 1701 West Main in Independence, or call 620-331-1245.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 3rd and long. We don't have the scoreboard. We don't have the big one, so we can't get the benefit of the yardage from the board operators, but just trying to eyeball this a little bit. 3rd and 22? Yeah, 22 is probably a good guess.
Keep in mind, Chanute has the ability to kick a field goal. They've got the kicker.
And the ball's right now at the 20-yard line, so Hernandez is going to run with it, roll to his right-hand side, get behind his blockers, and then pull down out near the 16-yard line.
They're looking at a 33-yard attempt, and they're going to kick her out.
Understandable. It's an 8-point game. It's a possession ball game.
This kicker was the difference against Coffeyville. He had a field goal with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter to take 30-28 lead against Coffeyville. So it's not like a high-pressure situation.
The quarter's going to expire. Trying to there's any wind. There's not, so it's not really a matter. We'll switch in. That's the end of the third quarter. 28-20, Chanute. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Bulldog football right here on Indy 102.
When you have an emergency, you need a comprehensive healthcare facility that puts your mind at ease every step of the way. The emergency department at Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center offers patients fast access to vital healthcare services. Our quick response heart attack and stroke protocols ensure diagnostics begin rapidly. A state-of-the-art facility for state-of-the-art care. Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center, where we center around you.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Lee's Cooling and Heating in Independence. Call 620-331-2310. 118 South 8th Street, Independence.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter, 28-20, with an 8-point lead. And the Blue Comets, at least, were prepared to kick a field goal before the quarter expired.
The wind extremely
now picked up, but
I mean, it's been coming out of the north.
That flag was down the quarter did. This makes a difference, but yeah, now he's got a little bit of wind in his face.
If anything, yeah, there's really offense out there now.
Yeah, that wind from time to time, so it's going to be 4th and 15. The offense out there on the field at the 15-yard line. Hernandez
is not the quarterback.
Yeah, right. That man in motion, looking to throw, looking, fires it, complete into the end zone. Now, an Independent got bit there on that one. Tough break for the Bulldogs.
And that was freshman Garrett Holmes, the quarterback. Just threw a bullet. And Cooper McMillan came down with it about 4 yards.
34-20 score. AT pending, kick is up, and it's good. 35-20. 11:54 left in the fourth quarter. A 60-second timeout. Football right here on Indy. Do that.
We are all faced with tough decisions when choosing a home away from home for our loved ones. Medical Lodges and Grand Villas of Independence offer a wide variety of services ranging from an assisted living community to skilled nursing or long-term care.
Whether you're seeking a place to make new friends or recover and go home, Medical Lodges and Grand Villas Independence.
Call me, Megan, at Medical Lodges, 331-8789.
Or call me, Amber, at Grand Villas, 331-2260. We serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
What makes a good pharmacy? At the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, it's a genuine interest in you and your personal health care needs. They help with all your health questions and concerns and offer health screenings that help monitor your health, sponsor health events that keep you informed of the most important advancements. And of course, a good pharmacy also provides a full range of products you need for good health, from the national brands to trusted Medicine Shop brands. So what makes a good pharmacy? It's the Medicine Shop Promise. Pride in knowing medicine and also you in order to meet your individual health needs accurately and completely. 400 North Penn in Independence.
After that score, it's 35-20 Chanute. Short kick and ball loose. Going to be fielded. No signal yet. Independent football. Well, they finally do signal. The Bulldogs will come up with it. Could have been a big blow there to Independence. They were ready for that short kick.
Chanute has all kinds of momentum right now.
Yeah, definitely on their side. 11:51 left in the fourth quarter, and it's a two-possession game in favor of Chanute. Short wideouts to the far side. Shotgun set. Probably up to pass, rolls away from the defender, gets the block to pick it up. Now to the opposite side of the field, he'll throw it into some traffic, incomplete, and not able to get that one going to bring up second and 10 for Independence.
Crawley is on the run, going against his throwing arm, trying to make a play, unable to make a perfect throw, which it would have had to have been as it was covered.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line. Twin wideouts to the far. Shotgun set. Going to hand off right up the middle with it. Charlie into the secondary off the 40-45. Down at the 40-yard line. Pick up 15 on that carry. And a first down, more importantly, for the Independence Bulldogs.
Farley's longest carry, the first carry of the game. Or his first carry.
Yeah, that's true. He done it through not just the 3/4 of work, so. Independence with a fresh set of down. Shotgun set for the Bulldogs. Crawley, he'll hand it off to Basket in the backfield, fighting through some arm tackles, and only able to get about to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard short of it. We'll say 2nd and 11. 10:53 left in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs are down by 15 currently to Chanute. Score is 35-20 in what's been kind of a nip and tuck game. And Chanute tries to pull away, but Independence ball knocked up in the air. Loose, still loose, picking it up, grab out to the left-hand side, picks up some yardage. No idea how Independence was able to walk away positive yards there. As Farley just could not secure the handoff, lost the ball. McGrath was able to pick it up and pick up some positive yards out of it. Gets close to 5 on that one. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Shotgun set for Independence, man in motion. They're handed off to him. It's a good block. Now brings it upfield. Close to 3 on the carry. It'll bring 4 down. Flag does come out. But that is. Be a hold against Independence. Definitely one of the last things you need for the Bulldogs. So what was going to be a difficult 4th down conversion would have been a 4th and 4. It is going to make this probably, I would imagine they'll accept the penalty, push back the 10 yards, a 3rd long, as they do mark off the yardage. So it'll be 3rd and 12 after the yardage is marked off. Twin wide out to the far right, backfield with Frolic. Fake handoff, drops back, looking, fires it. It's going to be picked off on the head of the receiver. She comes up with it down the sideline. The boom, flag comes out late during the return. It's taken into the end zone for the touchdown. The flags are going to go against Chanute on the return. Interception will stand.
And Josh Frawley took another shot. He was slow to get up.
So again, the penalty taking place during the interception. The INT will stand. So with Chanute already up 15, it was returned for a touchdown. I mean, not the worst thing in the world if you get the ball still with good position. Looks like they're going to mark it at midfield, right at the 50-yard line. Already up 2 scores with 9:25 left in the 4th. If anything, if you're Chanute, going to give you an opportunity to run some time off the clock. Going to make things especially difficult for Independence. So 1st and 10 at midfield for the Blue Comets. 3 wide receivers set in the pistol. Hernandez going to hand it off to Richard. Gets hit in the backfield and stuffed there. Lost a yard and a half. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. $9:10 left in the 4th. Chanute leading 35-20. Chanute looking at the sideline for the call, taking a little bit of time off the clock as well. In the pistol, Hernandez run the option, keeps it, makes a couple tackles, out off 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he'll make it into the end zone touchdown from 51 yards out. One probably going to put it out of reach for the Bulldogs, but 8:38 left in the 4th quarter. It's now 41-20 Chanute.
Happened quick.
Yeah, it's Chanute had opportunity, big runs, just not able to break it. Only got that one missed tackle, and able to break that one out for 51 yards. PAT is up and is good. 42-20, the score. Chanute with the lead. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Bulldog football right here on Indy.
Yep, you're gonna look good in this house. Are we ready to make an offer?
Well, we really love this house.
Yes, we really love this house, but 120,000 is as high as we can go on this house.
You're kidding me, right? I see what kind of car you're driving. You got lots of money. You can do better than that. Sheesh!
Tired of being hounded? Then visit us at Midwest Real Estate. Your home, our commitment. Online at MidwestKS.com.
Many things change over time, and auto repair is one of those things. While today's high-tech cars may not require the same continuous service as the older ones do, they will nonetheless at one time or another need to be serviced. When they do, they require high-tech equipment and highly trained certified technicians. You can find all those, along with the most advanced computer diagnostic equipment available, at the Car Shop. 3201 West Main in Independence. That's 3201 West Main in Independence.
Getting ready for kickoff. The kickoff here is 42-20. Chanute with the lead. 8:36 left in the fourth quarter. Blue Comets kick this one away. High kick. Marquette called for and fielded at the 45-yard line. And smart play. Yeah, smart play by Farley is was able to make sure that nobody else could get to that one. Independence has the ball now, 5-yard line. Probably limping.
I'm going to guess he just begged to go back out there.
Yeah, had to be the case. I feel a little surprised the White Hats let him stay up there. Pistol gun set, going to hand it to Farley, gets hit in the backfield, goes down for a loss of a couple there on that carry. Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Independence offense. Shotgun is set again for the Bulldogs. Trip wide out to the far side. Probably at the quarterback spot. Drops back, throws the screen, completes it. Chisholm with it, gets a good block out across the 40. It's spun down the 43-yard line. Independence picking up a good chunk of yards there on the screen pass.
Getting about 9.
Yep, close to 9 on that one. Bring up a 3rd and 3 for Independence. Down to 7:15 left in the fourth quarter. And a flag comes flying out from the side judge here. It's going to go against Chanute, I guess. Here's your 5th unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And an ejection as well. For whomever that was credited to. Did they eject Coach?
Head coach Chris Shields trying to ask the White Hat what's going on. And he handed off his headset, and he's headed to the locker room.
Huh. Weird to say the least.
Proud moment for me.
Well, I mean, I don't understand a lot of these penalties.
The ejection, the foul was not on him, however, was second on the bench.
So I guess credited to him. Handoff is going to be given to
I assume that's kind of like in baseball when you've given your pitcher a warning already and hit somebody, the pitcher and the manager get up.
Yeah, I would say basketball is technicals to the bench.
Okay.
Technicals to the bench goes to the head coach.
But yeah, that penalty was not on Chris Shields at all. It was on a different coach, and it appeared anyway. But Coach Shields was the one to take the fall for it.
Officials can't figure out how to stop the ball yet, so. Penalty, I guess, was called. I didn't see the flags. The hold goes against Independence. With 6:51 left in the fourth quarter, it's 42-20, Chanute with the lead. Prawley hands it off to Farley, up the middle with it. Picks up a couple on that one, but that's about it.
Game's getting nasty out there, Gabe.
Yeah. I found that's what happens when you get a bunch of people who don't know the rules of football watching football. So it's second and very long for Independence, about a second and 21 by the looks of it, with 6:10 left in the fourth quarter. 4 wide receivers set, slot man in motion for Prawley. They'll run the double reverse. Farley gets it, gets a block, now cuts up the middle of the field, picks up a yard. It'll bring up third and long for Independence. And Prawley going to have to be helped off the field. As Prawley limping pretty heavily there at the 45-yard line as he goes off. Ball spotted at the Independence 49-yard line. It's third and 20 for the Bulldogs with 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. And we've got a whistle and a timeout being taken. We'll go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bulldog football right here on Indy 102.9.
You're on the go, and we are too. Community National Bank and Trust introduces our app upgrade for mobile banking, now better than ever. From your smartphone or tablet, you can view account balances, see your transaction history, transfer funds, and pay bills. It doesn't get any more convenient than that. Enroll in Community National Bank and Trust online banking and download our updated app today. Banking on the go from Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Lee's Cooling and Heating in Independence. Call 620-331-2310. 118 South 8th Street, Independence.
Quickly here, back to action. Caller drops back to pass. He'll have to step up in the pocket and run for it. Picks up close to 6 yards on the carry. It'll bring up 4th and 12 now. Actually going to give him a little bit more than that, about 8. It'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Independence offense. So 4th and 10 for Independence. Caller in there, quarterback, after Prawley had to come off the field. Caller throws it deep, ball up in the air, and tipped down incomplete. It will be a turnover on downs as it'll go back into the hands of Chanute. .446 left in the fourth quarter. Chanute up 42-20. Blue Comets out there offensively. 3 wide receivers set. Pistol gun for Hernandez. Takes the snap, hands it off. Right up the middle with it on that one was number 32, Jack Richard. He'll pick up about 2 on the carry, brings up 2nd and 8. And right now, Chanute just in run-out the clock mode as we're getting closer to the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter, with it being a 3-possession game. Chanute using every bit of clock there. Pistol gun. Hernandez hands off again. Richard with it. Pulled down from behind. Stumbles and picks up a few regardless. He'll get 3 on that carry. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. The power of keeping your legs moving. Able to get some good things to happen that way. Down to 3:38 left in the 4th. In the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. 1 running back in the backfield, left-hand side of Hernandez. Takes the snap, be a quarterback keeper up the middle with it, gets the first down. Flag comes flying in. That'll be a hold, and that'll bring her back. Crowd will like that, right, Brett?
Yeah, this will make for a gracious boo.
And the hold will go against Chanute.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Took him a while.
Well, sometimes that's why there is a big hole. So wipes the touchdown away, and it's going to march Chanute back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Ball will be spotted at the Chanute 40-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Blue Comets. Chanute breaks huddle. Going to come out here with 3 wide receivers, 2 split out wide to the right-hand side, 1 to the left-hand side, the near side. Shotgun set for Hernandez. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Richard, gets hit in the backfield, avoiding arm tackles, and then finally gets slung down for a loss on the carry, losing 2 after the forward progress gets marked. It'll bring up 4th and 14. .250 left in the 4th quarter. Daniels back to receive the punt. Snap is away. Kick is away. Low lining kick, and Daniels going to let that one go. As it'll be down at the 25-yard line for Independence. With 2:29 left in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs down 42-20.
And I will assume Frost's not going to come back out there.
And up his final game, but really probably don't want to risk any more injuries. He had to limp off the field on the last year. Collar in there at the quarterback spot for the Bulldogs. Takes the snap, hands it off, the middle with it, trying to fight its way through some defenders and getting stopped at the line of scrimmage. No more to gain than that. Can't quite tell who that was, of course. Looked like Farley. Was it Farley? Yeah, you're right. It's Farley. So 2nd and 10 for it. As we now dip under the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Trip wide outs to the near side. Call it shotgun. Hand it off. But once again with it. They can't really know where to go. Maybe a half-yard gain on that carry. Time it was the grab. He could not find any room. So we'll call it 3rd and 9 for Independence. Bulldogs going to drop this one. Will fall to 2-7 on the year and finish out their year, for that matter, with a 2-7 record. Trip wide out, shotgun set, Collar with it, steps up in the pocket under some pressure, going to pull it down, run with it, and then get tripped up and knocked down after a gain of 2 on that carry. It'll bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs. Fourth and 7. Hitting the 45-second mark of the fourth quarter. Bulldogs is going to go for it at their own 28-yard line. Collar takes the snap, drops back to throw, look, fires over the middle. It's complete. That'll be a first down. Good throw and good reception. Jed Stafford, yeah, able to haul that one in at the 47-yard line. Just kind of a tight end seam route from Stafford.
I think that might have been we want to get Jed back.
Able to get him one, and he hauled that one in.
Jed's a tight end. He's done a lot of the dirty work this year. No receptions.
Going to pitch it out to the right-hand side. Get brought down from behind was number 22 on the carry there, Marshall Day. And that should be the last play of the game. 42-20, the final here in this one. Bulldogs with the loss here tonight, and they'll end their season with a 2-7 mark. We'll send it back to the studio for 3 minutes, and then when we come back, we will have our Labette Health postgame show. You're listening to Bulldog Football right here on Indy 102.9.
Magicians can make all kinds of things disappear. Too bad they can't make ATM fees vanish. Or can they? An Equity Bank debit card and make every ATM fee at every ATM vanish. Go ahead. Agree to the fee. The magic potions inside your Equity Bank debit card prevents the fee from ever appearing in your account. Abracadabra. Get an Equity Bank debit card and perform your own bit of magic on any ATM. Ape wand and top hat not required. Equity Bank, member FDIC.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
State Farm Agent Kirk Wright, 1701 West Main in Independence, or call 620-331-1245.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Lee's Cooling and Heating in Independence. Call 620-331-2310. 118 South A Street, Independence.
Yep, you're gonna look good in this house. Are we ready to make an offer?
Well, we really love this house.
Yes, we really love this house, but $120,000 is as high as we can go on this house.
You're kidding me, right? I see what kind of car you're driving. You got lots of money. You can do better than that. Sheesh.
Tired of being hounded? Then visit us at Midwest Real Estate. Your home, our commitment. Online at MidwestKS.com.
Should you fix up the old clunker or buy a new car? That's the question. Now, here's the answer. The Car Shop at Independence can help you keep your car around for a long time. Most cars can safely reach 200,000 miles. The important thing is never skip on maintenance. Regular oil changes, tire rotations, and transmission tune-ups, even when it seems to be running fine. The Car Shop, 3201 West Main, Independence, 331-3553.
When you have an emergency, you need a comprehensive healthcare facility that puts your mind at ease every step of the way. The emergency department at Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center offers patients fast access to vital healthcare services. Our quick response heart attack and stroke protocols ensure diagnostics begin rapidly. A state-of-the-art facility for state-of-the-art care. Labette Health Independence Healthcare Center, where we center around you.
Here at the end of this one, 42-20, the final score. Chanute with the win over the Independence Bulldogs. I'm Kane Carpenter, along with me, Brett Shields. This is our Labette Health post-game show, and tough loss, Brett, of course, here in this one, but it's good for Independence to be able to see them really make a game of this one. They didn't have anything to play for as far as the postseason goes, but Independence came out and gave it all they could here in this ball game. Unfortunately, coming up on the short end of things, but good to see these kids fight as hard as they did, of course, this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a one-possession game at halftime.